out of time. There we go. 1 second on the clock before they make their choice, and they will take the Monkey King. Not a hero.
Possibly moving everybody else around. 5 puck, 1 monkey.
Number 1 should be getting underway in just a little bit here as we are now loading into the match. Undying hanging out on the Radiant side of the map. An interesting one. Undying between Saberlight and Moonmander aren't going to have a whole lot in the way of, I'd say, direct kill potential unless someone gets pretty far out of position. Although Gardic, that's an impetus shot. Guard play. So getting into the Bristle is going to be pretty damn hard for him. It might just be a bit of a last-hit focus as Gardic. Yeah, he is on the run here. No mana for spells. Will be able to pop that salve, though, but it's not enough. He gets the Centaur in for the hit. Only about 1 or 2 seconds left on that enchant duration, though, so that comes in at the perfect time, and Gardic will be taken down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Tomato trying to fight up against Vitaly and Elmisho. He's fine, but Dubu, he's certainly not. Dubu will be taken down. Vitaly's going to be the one to find the kill, so we are seeing a little bit of early fighting here across the lanes, but it's been relatively even so far until that play. Analog gets Bryle in the middle lane. That was just a straight-up solo kill.
It isn't the end of the world, but a really strange death.
Oh!
Well, they just arrowed him immediately. He's got a haste rune.
That timing is just insane. He might be dead. The silence comes through. Analog will push forward. Bryle, where can he even go? He's going to try and pop that Flame Guard, but it's only level 1. He's trying to get himself away, but Analog, he could have kept chasing.
All the way back to base, all the way back to lane. It feels pretty awful. At least Saberlight had his TP up, and he is a DK. And I think on the Hakori side, able to put Analog in front of a lot of those towers. The Bristle can't really do much. Oh, Moonmander got arrowed.
That's quite a lot. Arrow bound the strike. Wukong's command even coming in there, so they were very much serious about getting that kill, and Lumiere's going to get the creep here at early farm, but they are getting baited into a bit of a, or not baited into a fight, rather. They're just going to push directly in onto Dubu. They're going to hit him up with the Dream Coil, and Dubu buys some time with the Overgrowth, but it won't be enough to actually save ability for these fights, as speaking of, we do see Undying wrapping their way around. Vitaly going up onto the high ground, immediately sent up by the Dragon Tail, and if he's gone, that's a lot of their lockdown immediately taken out of the fight, as Vitaly will end up going down. The arrow did hit onto Saberlight, though. That's going to lead Lumiere in with that Wukong's command. They're going to try and take down the Ember, as they do hit him up with the Dream Coil as well, as Bryle will be taken down, but now Saberlight blinking his way forward. He's looking for that secondary stun. He will be able to throw it down onto the Monkey King, as the rest of Undying will come up from behind him, and they do get the kill. They've taken down, well, 2 of the cores so far, but can they deal with Analog? He is pretty tanky at this point, but Tomato hits him up with a Sunder, going to swap those HP bars, looking to do some damage onto Gardic as well, but, you know, Puck is able to fall back. In the meantime, they're chasing after Moonmeander. This Enchantress not going to be taken down very easily. He goes for the enchant, in for the slow onto Analog, still actually not dead, while his teammates over in the east are going to be able to sort of pick off some of those supports, as Elmisho will be taken down, but I do believe that is going to be the end of the fight, or maybe not. Vitaly respawns, TP's back in, blinks in, goes for the crush, and this DK is not going to get himself out of here. He tried to TP out, but Vitaly, as you said, if Analog can actually get up that Aghanim Scepter, as Moonmander will be jumped in on. Vitaly's going to be able to hit him up with the crush into the bash, but they do need Analog in here for the damage. He is going to arrive, though, and now Moonmeander's in some serious trouble, but the reinforcements will arrive. Bryle in, Saberlight going to push forward as well. Elmisho stunned up and taken down. Dream Coil, though, will be deployed. It does hit onto 2. That should help facilitate the retreat here, as Hakori are just going to back themselves away, but they're not all out of here just yet. The Monkey King showing himself in the lane, but I don't think Undying are going to be able to catch up to him in time. They're not going to be able to hit up Analog either. So, Hakori do lose 1, but they will pretty much pull back with the rest of the lineup with... let's see what they can do here. Making their way through the river. Vitaly blinking in. Nice crush onto 2. Arrow will follow. Hitting up onto Moonmeander. But that Untouchable, it is a bit of an issue. Do they have the nuke damage to get this kill anyway? They're certainly going to try. Boundless Strike coming through. Moonmeander dropping low, but the Nature's Attendants and the Living Armor will continue to heal him up, and that is an empty trip there for Hakori. That sucks. They bring 5 heroes top. They don't get any kills, but they do get into the Roche Pit. That is going to be more than a sort of commensurate consolation prize if they can get this Aegis into their hands.
Well, and if you force heroes to TP out, you force heroes to sort of force away from the pit. He's got negative 18 armor. This is something that Hakori have in spades, is that anti-armor. And now that you have an Aegis on the Monkey King, he's going to be able to feel...
Bryle getting jumped in on there in that east side jungle. Dream Coil is going to keep him locked down, and oh, not long enough. Able to jump away with the first Remnant. Second gets him a little bit further out. He is not necessarily clear just yet. Needs the mana, though, for that final jump. It looks like he's going to get out. Oh, no, he's not. Saberlight, nice stun, but Vitaly's in there with the blink into the crush and the bash, and they're not going to be able to get Bryle out of there. It's a nifty move at first, but it's actually not enough. Big kill for Hakori, and now they're going to try and push their way further forward, moving into that west side jungle. They will take the rune, they can take these camps, and they can try to establish maybe a little bit more control over the map right now. Is Elmisho doing some scouting? I think he saw both Dubu and Tomato there, but doesn't really have the means to jump in onto them by himself, but Analog's just going to straight up push the middle lane. They've got Lumiere coming in here as well, and they want this tower, so I don't know if Undying are really going to be able to mount any sort of effective defense without that Ember. I'm not entirely sure how they really deal with him. It may just be an instance where they got to go well in onto him with everything they've got, as they will make the play. The Scotty is going to be there. Analog just getting completely locked down, and going to try to track down Gardic, but I don't know if he can get this by himself, but here comes Bryle in with the Remnant jump, and they've got it. Yeah, Gardic taken down. Bryle, that's just his first kill of the game, but he is finally going to get a little bit of momentum for himself with that first pick, and now we see Undying. They're going to look to get some more damage onto the tower.
And you have to feel, I think, yeah, Dubu gonna go down in the bottom lane, but you have to feel that it's a little bit risky to be that separated from your Bristleback. But if they stay mid a little bit too long, they get 100% get punished by Hikori. They're gonna start TPing in.
No chance for the stun, but now here it comes. Yep, Vitaly wants in. He's gonna get the bash first into the crush. Can they save the Ember? Not quite yet. Arrow comes through, keeping him locked down, and yeah, that's a big kill for them. Undying sort of overstaying their welcome just that little bit. They do get the tower, but it is a bit of a costly play as Bryle ends up going down again, and now Lumiere is still sort of scouting out in that west side jungle, but no one's going to be that greedy from Undying. They're not going to stick around long enough to get caught out again, although I say that. Moonmeander may want to be careful up top. They are converging on his location. There's going to be the Boundless Strike to start it off into the Primal Spring, and Moonmeander already down to about half HP. That Untouchable is level 2, so it will help, but it's not going to be enough. Lumiere gets the kill, and Moonmeander gets taken down.
TV's going to really want to show up to too many fights. But they're going to make a play on Analog. This is a mistake.
Yeah, jumping in mid. Analog alone again. I said I doubted they'd be able to find him alone a second time, but there it is. This is just kind of frustrating. These are the kind of mistakes. If you're Analog, I know you want to maximize your farm. Your team's pushing top. You feel you have an opportunity to find further farm elsewhere, but once those Undying heroes start to respawn, you cannot be publicly sort of visible in that sort of situation as, yep, Monkey King jumped in on as well. Lumiere alone as well. This is just sort of a running theme now for Hikori, and they're going to pay for it again. Aegis taken out of his hands. They're going to set up onto him again. Dragon Tail stun will come through. Nothing along the lines of a BKB here to save that Monkey King as he is dropping low. The Dream Coil, though, was used defensively. It's just not going to be enough. Tomato finds the kill. Now Vitaly in some trouble as well. Going to try to get himself away, but he's not making it out. Dragon Tail stun locks him down. Saberlight gets the kill, and now the Mirana is even in some trouble. Bryle hits him up with those Searing Chains, jumping forward with the Remnant.
Emerging for Undying.
Yeah, both of those sort of instances before have been kicked off by him being out of position, and it's kind of funny, as actually, we'll see if Bryle can pick up this kill first, then I'll get to that point, as he's going to try to run down Gardic. Not able to lock him down just yet, but the Spirit Vessel still is in there for the damage. Bryle, though, will be taken down in exchange. The rest of Hikori push in for the revenge, and that's not exactly a great trade for Undying. This is going to be even worse, as Dubu is going to get himself caught out. That Overgrowth is interesting, but it's not going to really matter. He's almost immediately dead anyway.
That Lotus Orb now, and that'll feel pretty good, but we're going to see Hikori they're getting initiated.
There it is. Saberlight blinks forward to get the stun down onto Lumiere. He did just pick up that Aghanim Scepter, but those Stone Soldiers will not be enough to help him. Tomato gets the kill. Lumiere's dead, and he's gone for about a minute with no buyback. So that Ags took him out of his buyback range. He's about 500 gold short, and now here, going to get himself into a little bit of trouble here outside of the base. Can he actually get himself out? The Dream Coil will be deployed. That is going to allow him to get back over that wall, but the Spirit Vessel's still ticking him down, and the Sleight of Fist will finish him off. Good play from Bryle in there to make sure they can secure that one. You're looking for some sort of miracle, and it's going to have to come down to Analog and Lumiere. They're going to try. Arrow will come through. Hits onto Saberlight. Wukong's command thrown down as well, but there's going to be the Overgrowth from Dubu trying to reset, but it's not going to be enough. Saberlight's down. Dubu's dead as well. That's two quick and easy kills for Hikori. They're looking for a little bit more. They're in onto Tomato. They're going to have to get through the Aegis, though. There's going to be the Sunder, though, healing him up. Bryle coming in as well with the Sleight of Fist into the Searing Chains. They're just going to charge headfirst into this one as Lumiere will be taken down. Tomato, though, goes down as well, but that is going to be the Aegis. He's right back up and into the fight. As Vitaly will fall. Analog now. Just him and the supports, and he is going to get rooted in place. Spirit Vessel thrown onto him as well, and they're just going to slowly but surely chunk their way through him. Analog's going to try to fall back. He is using that Nasal Coup effectively as Bryle actually jumped into the arrow, so he is stunned up, but the cheese will heal him in time, and Analog is still on the run. It looks like he's going to be able to make it away. Bryle trying it with that Remnant, but it's so slow, he's not actually able to cover a whole lot of ground, and Analog at this point will simply TP himself home.
Still a huge cooldown for them. Oh, they're still chasing him. They're looking for Almisho. Well, they got Gardic.
Oh, they see him, yep. Gonna hit him up there with the slow, the enchant, the Spirit Vessel, everything that they've got, and Gardic, there's no way he gets out of that one. That's a lot of hate for the position 5 Puck, but they bring him down. Puck dead for 40. Tomato sundering his teammate just to sort of top himself off here, and it's max level, so it's a 40-second cooldown. He doesn't really have to be too concerned. about having it back up again. He does need to be concerned about the backdoor protection here.
Anymore, but if they're not able to kill Saberlight instantly, yeah, he's just going to go on the aggressive and your Megas.
Yeah, this
There's
is
absolutely
it.
nothing.
You can't save these racks. There's not even a glyph here. They are going to try and take the fight, though. But Dubu, look at that.
No.
Overgrowth connecting onto everyone. Lumiere and Omisho are already dead. Vitali goes down. Oh my god, it's a slaughter. Analog is trying to make it back to his fountain here, but he's so damn slow, he's not going to be able to make it out as Bryle pops the BKB, pushes in. Gardic, that's way too late on the Dream Coil. Obviously trying to make any sort of play that he can, but at this point, it's not going to matter.
GG. I can only imagine they're talking about what they did wrong in this game, because I can only imagine with the win probability we should see Hikori having at least some semblance of an advantage, especially around that 20-minute mark, but it feels like they really sort of threw away what they got.